Okay, so that is Sleepy and Tesla. So Tesla is actually Binky's mom. And she's also kind of small, but I mean, not as small as Sleepy, of course. Sleepy is only 200 grams. Now, if you would have seen Sleepy last night, you would be amazed to see how this little guy's running around now. I mean, yeah, his back still looks horrible, and he's got that, sore that's kind of not healing. So we're putting chlorhexidine on there, um, and we're still giving him Zithromax. We took him to the vet yesterday, and she said, he doesn't need Baytril or amoxicillin or Keflex, which was something I was thinking about trying, because actually she didn't feel that his pyoderma was actually really like actively infected. It's probably not healing because he just keeps scratching at it. And it's just, we're just keeping his nails really trimmed. I mean, we try to put bandages on him, but he gets them off. I mean, no matter what we do, we try different things, and it's always a trade-off. I mean, if we get it on there so tight and stuff that he can't get it off, then he's miserable and doesn't want to do anything, or seems to be hating his life. If we take the bandage off entirely like this, I mean, look at him. He's running around like a rabbit. He's in great shape. You wouldn't even know that last night he apparently looked like he was on death's door. I mean, literally. I was like, okay, he's not going to survive the night. This Brad's going to die. And I mean, look at him now. You know, and even the vet was like, yeah, he's declining rapidly. They wanted to know if it's okay to give him CPR if necessary and all of this stuff. And look at him now. So what did we do differently? Well, we rehydrated him, and maybe that helped. I've made some rehydration fluid. It's not pedalite. I think I forget what it's called. It's tri something or other, tri oral, whatever it is. It's rehydration salts. From basically some UN formula. You make a liter, which is a lot for this little guy, because we're lucky if we can get a 1 milliliter into him at a time. He doesn't love drinking it, but if we basically get it into him, it seems to really help a lot. I mean, basically, I think his bandage was making it just really hard for him to drink. Yeah, it's kind of our fault, because the standard cage setup that we have, this type of cage has the water on the second level like that, mostly so that we can make it low enough so that the babies can drink once they figure out how to climb up the the little ladder, because of the drop-in pan, otherwise you can't get it low enough to the floor. But in the case of Sleepy, he just didn't want to make it up the stairs, and sometimes when he did, he was so awkward because of the bandage. He literally would be like falling down and stuff. Yeah, he seems really interested in Tesla, which is also probably pepping him up a little bit. It's nothing like a little bit of, randiness to, put the spring in any male's step. I mean, he just wants to impress her. And I don't think he realizes he looks like a really unkempt, ugly, horrible-looking rat. Right? No, I shouldn't say that. I mean, that's cruel. But I mean, well, look at him. Yeah, right. But it's amazing because she's not judging him. She's like, yeah, well, that's okay. You don't look so good, but I'm not really interested in you. But that's fine. You can, be my buddy if you want. Right? I don't like you in that way, but you seem like a nice enough little rat. Oh, and yeah. See, that's Binky. That's actually Tesla's son. Now so Tesla and Sleepy here are actually half brothers because they have the same father, Mickey. And a lot of his babies, not a lot, but maybe I don't know, like 1/4 or maybe a bit less, seemed to have the trait that they were very small and kind of a bit sleepy. Oh well, no, wait a minute. Okay, well, I don't know, maybe we got to separate them unless we want to let them have babies, which is plausible. If Sleepy is actually capable of it, it would be interesting to know if this is truly a genetic trait, and then what we would get. I mean, I'm not saying I'm gonna breed them to like sell them to people, but just in the interest of scientific knowledge, what do you get when you cross a Sleepy with a somewhat normal rat, and what are the babies like, and so forth. Because the question is he so small and stunted because of his disposition, psychologically or neurologically, he was not competing well enough with his litter mates to get enough to eat when he was small, which stunted his growth? Or is he tiny like this because that's just how he is genetically, and are all his litter mates, his offspring, going to look like that? We don't know. Okay, so anyway, this is sort of an update. As you saw, now he's looking like he wants to get some sleep. He is sleepy after all. Oh, he's eating. Oh, all right. Well, there you go.
He eats a lot today.
He does like to eat. So, he's lively. He's definitely healthier looking than he was yesterday. Is it because we're not giving him Baytril anymore? Baytril, I mean, Baytril is a useful drug, as is amoxicillin. But anything you give to any animal, including humans and rats, can have side effects. And if he has atypical genetics, the things that he could experience could be unexpected and different. It's what they what do they call that? A UADR, unexpected adverse drug reaction, right? So you get an atypical genetic makeup, and we don't know how he's going to respond. And it could be that giving him some of these drugs in combination or even individually really had a much bigger impact on him and his health than they would for a normal rat. So taking him off some of those meds maybe helped him. And rehydrating him, I'm sure. Okay, that's all. Thanks. Bye.